Today, the boys of Legendary Tactics will play Mysterium, a game of sneaky selection and deadly deduction, here on Legendary Tactics. And so we are off on our game of Mysterium, and this is the last words that I will say as the ghost.
Oh boy. No, don't leave us, ghost. Please, Casper.
So set the stage for us here, Nato. We got Nato is the ghost. Cax and I will be guessing. What are we trying to figure out here?
Am I allowed to speak? I'm the ghost.
Yeah. We'll say you're allowed to speak about non-ghosty things.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll give you non-ghost permission for that.
Yeah. So basically, I am the ghost, and I am trying to get you guys to identify the person, the location, and the object of basically
that led to your demise.
Led to my demise.
Oh,
so
boy.
Okay.
but because I'm a spirit, I can't communicate in words. I can only communicate in dreams or very artistic pictures, essentially.
Right.
That's how I convey.
Basically, your ghostly musings.
Yes, exactly.
I'm reminded somewhat of Dixit, where you're communicating through the artwork, and but this one is more of a combination with, say, Clue, where you're trying to figure out the combination.
Yes.
Right. So, and it looks like we're starting off with characters of basically the whodunit, the Who, eh?
Excellent.
Yes.
So I'm the bespectacled fellow, and Nato, you are attempting now to push a vision onto each of us, including an AI. I'm not sure how the AI determines what you're thinking.
No idea.
Maybe it
I have no idea.
colors or shapes. There must be something fancy going
There
on
must
in the
be
algorithm.
something,
there.
yeah.
Now, in this Steam game, it's
it
pretty
would-
awesome because you can play against 3 AIs as the ghost, can't you?
Yes, which would be
That is pretty amazing.
a really great
I'd love-
exercise to try.
3 AIs jockeying to see who can answer the questions first.
Just pure random luck.
That's
So
The interface looks pretty
Yes.
nice, and we also,
Yeah,
while
pretty
Nato's
clean.
deciding on our visions, respectively.
okay, well, I'm gonna go silent now. It's just in case I give something away.
Oh yes, we wouldn't want
Jeez.
that. We
Making
can
a
also.
mental note. Must go silent.
Oh, I have a vision. So
I have-
Cax and I
oh,
also have to
boy.
decide on clairvoyance. We decide if the other person is choosing the right card or not. So Cax, are you seeing my card here? I've got
I
a
am
big,
the wheel and the
big
horse
wheel.
and the
Yep, and there's a bit of a battle in the background.
and some birds flying around there, but it could be vampiric. I'm not sure.
That's right.
Oh man,
There's quite a
there's
mixture of character cards I noticed too.
So, Flash, look at the road, and then look at the driver with the medallion. Does not the medallion look like that
yes.
road?
Yeah, the road looks very comparable.
Very similar.
Yes.
Boy, I sure wish
100% agree.
Casper would send me a vision just like you, Flash.
If Nato sees this game the way you and I do, this is going to be an easy one. I'm choosing it. Now you get to vote on whether you think I'm right by
Oh, here
dragging
comes
your
my vision.
clairvoyant icon down onto my name.
Oh, I have like a Mary Poppins idea here. It feels like they're
Huh.
Just going
I was
rooftop
thinking
to rooftop.
singing in the rain a little bit more.
really. I feel like it's Step in Time with Mary Poppins, and who else looks like Mary Poppins but this lady?
She kind of does.
I'm choosing
Oh,
her.
you're choosing it. Okay, well, I need to say that you're gonna get that wrong because there's no way that's a Mary
I kind of
Poppins.
think you got it right.
reference.
I'm gonna go with the right, even though it's completely the odds would be against me.
Just before you decide, the Bobby kind of looks like one of the guys on the ladder, and he's got a pointy pen, just like the guy has a pointy stick.
He does. That might be my next.
Oh, I got it right.
Oh boy, there you
Oh,
go.
it was the long and winding road.
It was.
Nato,
Oh.
can you confirm that that was what you intended?
I I think I was matching up because it was the chauffeur guy, right?
That's right, yeah.
So I picked the one with the wheel.
The wheel? Okay, cool. Well, we got the
Oh,
road,
so-
so
oh,
we were a little off
interesting.
track, but it worked out.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. So I have 7 turns to get all of you across the finish line.
So is this
right?
a co-opetition?
Yes, we're
Oh,
all
yeah, so
working
we are
together,
allowed to help
actually.
each other,
I'm
correct?
actually.
Yeah. But there
I'm
is
also
there is
working with you
glory
as
if
well.
I beat Cax, if I get there before Cax, though, right?
Oh man, there's ultimate bragging rights.
There's always glory.
That's true. Yeah.
And bragging rights.
Yeah, that just goes without saying.
And you kind of win either way, because if one of us gets ahead, I mean, it's probably because you're superior clue giving.
How does the ghost win exactly?
If I help you guys to
solve it.
If I help you, I have to help you across the line without speaking.
His spirit will be at rest if we know who did it, where they did it, and what they used.
So we could all actually technically win.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a cooperative game.
And then we will all lose. Okay.
Me slightly faster than you.
Did you say the Bobby in the first one?
Well, I was kind of thinking... Oh, my. He's gone with that dark blue color scheme in both.
And who else but the Bobby is wearing dark blue color scheme?
There's a creepy door and a woods, though. Could that connect to anything?
Creepy door in the woods.
No, that doesn't really fit the imagery with anything. You know what? There's a circular coffee cup and then that big circle with a frog in it.
Oh, it's got to be the coffee cup. You're right. Now let's take a little gander at yours. You got the treasure of Smaug.
Ooh.
Yeah, good choice. Well,
treasure.
I don't know, man. There's that room that looks pretty golden.
You're right. There's lots of treasure on the trophy case.
He's not that subtle. You're giving him way too much credit.
Although, do you see the one with the book wide open? That looks like, like the Ark or something.
Ark of the Covenant.
Yes.
I know.
That looks very treasure-ish.
It does a little bit.
It's either one of those.
Yeah.
You know what? I think the one with the book just looks a little more like heavenly, kind of like the image has the light pouring off of it. So I'm gonna go with that. And do you think I'm correct?
You chose the chair with the like the spinny wheels and the clock. Let's see which one you chose. Yeah, that's the one I think. Yeah. I believe you are correct, actually. As a matter of fact.
Okay.
I'm gonna pick a big.
I'm picking. I think you're right. I think the Bobby is it for you.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh man, this AI is no good.
No. But neither am I.
5 hours.
Only
left.
5 hours left. I mean, time is a waste in here.
I actually have the physical copy of this game, and the clock always seems to fall apart, and it never works. Like the little dial kind of dangles; it never stays where it's supposed to. I did get the game secondhand, but I do like the digital rendering of it, where it does what it's supposed to.
And you know what? You can always count on it being crisp.
Yes, it'll never dangle.
It'll never dangle. Oh man.
Okay, so your options are really getting limited.
They're winding
You
down
gave
there.
it to the AI first.
He wants the AI to really mull it over.
Yeah. Oh, Cax, if the AI beats us both, that'll be humiliating.
Oh, you look like Aladdin.
Oh, you know what? The trophy. There's a trophy. It's got to be that. Do you see like Aladdin's lamp, and then there's a trophy on the shelf that looks identical?
Oh.
And there's the exotic animals like the tigers, and we've got the hunted animals presumably on the wall. It's got to be that.
That if you look at the fifth one, that what is it called? The gramophone kind of looks like that Aladdin's lamp.
The gramophone, yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I was looking more at the little trophy thing, but they're both. I think it's a lock.
Yeah, that's a convincing yes.
Okay, so back to you. So, what is the theme here linking these?
I don't know, but maybe like the hunter, because there's a dead carcass there, right?
Oh, but maybe the chef ate the cow already.
But how on earth? Well, he would hunt outside in a creepy forest.
And he would eat frog's legs.
And he might live in one of these houses.
That could be his restaurant, actually.
And that could actually be interpreted as a gun he's blasting. Yes, I think it's the hunter.
Or a paintbrush, because he's an artist.
Possibly.
It's a bit of a stretch.
I don't know if I want to guess. I want to guess another yes with yours, but I can't.
Oh boy.
Oh
Moving
my.
along.
Okay, moving right along there.
All right, we got to get you along the path. And the girl too. She's girly eye is
floundering with me.
struggling. At least I'm clearing the way a bit, so it makes your path a little simpler when you know which. You now have 2 that it's not on the next phase.
Oh, actually, I've got like 4 that it's not.
Now this gets a little tricky because I'm on to the items or the murder weapons, but there's much less imagery in it, right? Like it's basically just a frame with something focused in the middle.
Oh.
There's a lot less to work with here. I think they purposely make it harder to slow you down. It's what do you call it? The catch-up mechanism for you?
Catch-up mechanism.
Okay, so you've only got 3 possibilities left.
Well, I have like Beethoven. I have the little, you know.
Oh, you didn't choose the chef who ate the cow.
No, I chose the hunter because it looked like a barn full of like hunted animals that were in there.
Oh, okay.
But I have a feeling I might go with the chef now because I kind of am.
Well, okay.
Oh yeah, white.
I'm gonna say that the girl is gonna get it right this turn.
Oh, Flash, that is not an easy one there.
Okay, now what is he thinking? The good thing is, like, I've known Nate for like about 40 years now. That's dating us, so surely there's some kind of connection or bond between us. You know what? I'm leaning towards the
Soggy Kellogg's cornflake.
Yes. I'm leaning towards the candelabra because there's kind of a gothic feel, and not only is the color similar, there's candles in both of those.
Oh. This is getting kind of spooky, actually, to be honest with you. Like, this is...
I'm going to lock that in. Did you lock yours in?
Yeah,
You're doing the chef?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I'm going to say no to you. Oh.
Oh.
I still didn't get it right? Inconceivable.
Wow. This might be one of the worst played openings.
I mean, I only have 3 hours left.
Oh, boy. You got to get...
make a mad dash. It's got to be either Beethoven or the...
every single one.
Bulging-eyed chef child.
I love how the clue is supposed to help you, and it's actually throwing you off. More than anything. Oh, you've got swords and a bird wing. The swords are a little bit like the scissors. But what would be the commonality with the rest of these?
Well, there's a lot of white in them that he threw in this weird...
Oh, dude. If you go back to the original one with the frog, there's like the black circle, and then there's like a white moon sliver around it, almost like his hair.
His hair. His hair. Beethoven's hair. It's gotta be it.
And there's a contrast, white and black in this one.
Yeah.
I don't think it's the big baby lady.
Ghost, if you're hearing me, just throw a card away you don't need. I've got it.
Brilliant. Okay, so I've got a
He
knight.
put a top hat on now, Flash, so that mixes everything, because who's wearing a hat? The girl.
Ooh.
Oh, dear me. Although he looks like he should be wearing a top hat.
Now, the knight is made out of metal, and we also have a dumbbell, a pan, a needle, and scissors made out of metal.
Many things can be made out of metal.
There's also a chicken.
Metal can make many things. Oh, yeah, that's... I would go with something metal.
Maybe it's the hourglass. Time.
The shape.
Time is ticking. That would point me back to the candelabra, though, that they used to use candles to measure time. This is, you know what? The metal pot or the pan looks a little like the dude. What do you think?
Does a little bit. A little bit. The pan, yeah.
But how would that connect to the first one?
Actually, you know what? That red one, that red statue.
Oh, the statue fits with the first one.
It looks like the.
And it looks like the knight in the second one?
It does.
Okay. Nate, are you silently just mocking us for all the strange paths we're going down?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say no.
I'd love to hear later which of our theories... Oh, look at that. 3 for 3.
Oh.
Which of our theories... Oh, did I win already?
You are completed.
But I haven't won until my good friends also
No.
win.
and we've got 2 hours to get the AI across the finish
Oh,
We need to
no.
make the absolute best. I think there's no room for error here. I think I have to like be success, right?
Yep. Luckily, there's one card down.
Oh yeah, one card is down. It's true.
One card down. So Nate, the ghost here, really, this is on your shoulders now to really get the clue right.
Yeah, no
Yep.
pressure, but actually there's lots of pressure. At the same time, I don't think you have to worry about the AI. I think the AI is going to be like the Hail Mary. Like it'll get no matter what card you throw at it.
It'll get
the
there.
answer.
Yeah, but at least you don't have to spend a card on me, so you have more options for Cax.
Can you believe we win, but the AI doesn't get across the line?
Yeah.
The AI
That
let
would
us
be-
down.
Maybe the AI is timed to get it right when the last person moves forward. So it's in lockstep with you.
That would make sense.
So if you get it, no pressure, Cax, but it's
I
all
know.
riding on your shoulders now.
I kind of think it might be.
Yeah, Nate's taking his
Nato-
sweet time, which means this is going to be a good clue.
It's gonna have to be one of his second best clue of the night, actually, because the best
That's
one's
true.
coming next.
Oh, and Nate, were we right with the woman and the statue? Were our comparisons on there?
Yes. You got
Okay,
it.
so I've got a
Nice.
I
At
got
first,
a-
that I give
I got
credit to Cax. He figured that one out.
Yeah.
I
It
got
was
a
supposed to be
series
the
of
knight and the
animals.
maiden in the second one.
Yep. Okay.
And the first one was the statue idea.
Oh, Cax, fish. The fish on the wall and the big whale.
Oh, I see. I thought it was the big deer head. It's obvious animal. Where's that fish on the wall?
There's a big swordfish there.
Oh, there's two with animals though.
And Nate knows this well. He knows we go for the obvious.
Yeah, yeah. And there's water on top. Okay, that's
And
the
there's
fish.
water. Yeah.
It's got to be the fish.
I'm gonna say you're gonna get this right.
Got
Oh,
it.
the AI is messing us up. We're gonna lose because the AI doesn't know you well enough, Nate.
Oh,
I
the
didn't
AI.
even get the
He
last
did.
chance because of the AI.
The AI really hosed us there.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Case
Jerk.
closed.
Oh boy.
I guess
well, we
the
did.
trick or treat
Yeah.
is on us, man.
I guess yeah, Randall can claim victory on that one.
Well, I kind of
Oh,
feel like if we
Flash.
don't
Which
all
I will
win,
share.
then we all lose.
Yeah.
It's like diplomacy that way. You know?
I have no idea how to give the AI clues. That makes no sense to me. It's so weird.
That is a bit weird.
Because, like, she had the police officer at first, and I gave pictures of keys. Like, I had this thing trapped inside a jar. And I'm like, I have no idea what it's even doing.
A jail cell.
Yeah. It would make sense if it was following Cax, but then when it blew the last clue, I'm like, okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to do differently. But
Now tell
Yeah.
us about Cax. Where was he on track and where was he completely off?
most of the
Well,
game.
you were actually much better in helping Randall out with the clues than you were on your own.
Getting my own.
Doing your own.
Yeah, like like as I said for the lady, that was the statue in the first one, and then the knight in the second. So like the knight and maiden one. For the Barber of Seville, whatever that character, I really didn't know what to put because there was nothing like scissors or anything that obvious.
Was the black
So
and white
I-
contrast what you were thinking?
I tried to go for colors, yeah.
Yes. Oh, so I was on track there.
Yes, and that because I couldn't find anything that was tied to hair or anything that was that clear. And then for the last one, yes, I was absolutely. I saw the whale and the water on top, and I'm like, okay, this should be good. I actually had like 2 or 3 possibles, but that's when I went.
Even
for.
your bumbling friends should get this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Now
yeah.
here's an interesting observation that maybe some of the viewers can confirm or deny on this, especially if they know this game well. Because it seems to me that if you play this game enough, you can actually develop a bit of a language between the
Right.
players,
Yes.
where they know what to look for in the cards that you're given, and you could just could have just an agreement ahead of time. Like, I'll just try and match the color.
Yeah,
as
it feels
best I
like
can.
this game could potentially lead to some like.
Could be
Yeah,
broken.
well, if you decided to, break it, you could break it. In my mind, there seems to be a lot of ways, but even without planning it, there just seems to be
Like intuitive, you're saying, right?
an
Like
intuitive.
kinda what Randy
like
was
if
saying,
you-
like I've known Nate for a long time. I kind of guess what I'm thinking, what he's thinking.
It's that idea, but it's specifically to this game, Mysterium, because it's like if you play enough and you see the personality cards enough and you see the dream cards enough, you're like, okay, well, and every time we play this card, it means the police officer, or
Right,
something
yeah.
along those
Luckily,
lines.
the cards do switch up enough that to get those at the same time might be a bit.
Yeah, they
bit
do, but
chancy,
there's still a
so.
finite number,
Yeah.
at least in the base game. So, I'm just curious as to whether it almost develops its own
Language
meta within a gaming group. Yeah,
This-
and you kind of know what to look for, and it makes it a lot easier.
This could actually be one of those games where you're just sick to your stomach watching a couple who gets every single clue right, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we know each
Yeah.
other so well. I have to
that's
say,
true.
mostly I give the games we play fairly good reviews, and I'm fairly forgiving, but I have to confess that this isn't one of my favorite games because it feels very lucky. It's just sort of, do we happen
it's
to...
a party game.
Yeah.
It's a total party
Yeah.
game.
It's pretty
Yeah.
light and directionless, but
Yeah. But it is a little bit spooky, and it is
is
Halloween in a
spooktacular.
couple days. It is
although
spectacular.
The
but-
characters are more caricatures than anything too, so they've almost softened the imagery, so it's like friendly spooky.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
I actually
yeah.
do like the artwork that they put in, and
Yeah,
there's
the
some-
artwork is great. Like there's some stuff to like here, but I'm kind of with Randall on this one. It's not a game that I would have ever
Rushed
like if
out
I
to
played
buy.
If I played it at a friend's house, I can't imagine rushing out and buying it.
No,
the
not
next
at all.
day.
That being said,
It's-
it's in Flash's game cupboard.
Yeah, I think I paid
Yes.
$5 for this game, and I'm
Maybe
still,
an overpay. Maybe an overpay.
I'm thinking maybe 2 or 3 should have been maybe the cap.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
paid a fin for that, eh?
Yeah. Although again, maybe with kids, this could be really fun. I don't know.
No,
if you
I
played it.
assure
No?
you, my kids hated it.
Really? Wow.
For all
Okay.
those reasons. My wife, my kids, they all just said, this is stupid. Like, there's absolutely no connection between what the person picked
yes.
and what it ended up being.
Yeah,
So,
some of the
yeah.
links are pretty.
You're stretching it, right?
tenuous. Yeah, you're stretching it. Yeah, in a lot of cases.
Yeah, for sure.
Because so I mean, it's an intriguing premise, and I think it's intriguing along the same lines as
Codenames.
Dixit, or maybe even Codenames, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really see the as I said, I'm okay to play it once in a while, but I don't think I would ever.
Well, I remember
buy it. I
we
think-
saw this at Gen Con in 2015, and they had the elaborate setup with the screen with all the cards in it, and that looked really cool. On the surface,
Yeah.
I find the game looks really nice.
Oh, it looks
Oh,
sharp.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
art
yeah.
is-
The
great.
mechanics I find fall a little short because there's not. I like skill-based games, and this is more of a luck-based light
Luck-based,
game, which
100%.
means you can
Yeah.
play with anybody because the most skilled player isn't going to win every time.
Now, what do you think about the betting as to whether they're right or not?
That's a
adds-
neat
actually,
dynamic.
That's a nicer element to add because then it
Yeah.
feels like you're, showing faith in your pals or proving them
Completely
wrong.
feeling that they're dum-dums.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Very good.
Yeah, so-
Well, I think
All right.
let's wrap it up there, but thanks for listening, and we appreciate your time.
Please like and subscribe.
Come again when you can stay a little longer. This is Legendary Tactics.